off. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Waters of the Deep, a side shot. Not calling it a one shot, we're calling it a side shot because we're playing our side characters because Katie can't be here tonight, unfortunately. Boo, Katie, if you're listening, boo. um, so yeah, we are actually we're gonna go through and do very quick introductions. Some of these characters you've met before, some of them you haven't. Mike, why don't you go first?
Alright, I am, as he said, Mike. I am playing Barrick, blue dragonborn sorcerer, and kind of partial to his good-looking horns as he strokes his horn.
Giggity. Next up, Pam.
Hi everybody, I am Pam. I am playing Bree, and I am a human fighter. Very good one. Very good fighter.
Partial to her bow.
Yeah.
Face you should all recognize from the normal Sunday campaign, Brad. Who we'll come back to.
Sorry, wait, who are you looking for? Brad or myself?
Oh, we're just doing quick introductions, so it's gonna go Brad, then you, or you, then Brad.
Oh shit, sorry.
Whichever
Yeah,
way you
Brad can
want
go.
to do it.
Yeah, Brad can go first. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hi everybody, my name is Brad, and I am playing. I believe I'm playing Otis Watts this tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob.
You are the wonderful cleric.
Um,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to you in just a minute, Becca, because I kind of tied your intro into the session intro. Also seated at the table, we have Avalon, whose face you may recognize, a wonderful human paladin. We also have Mad Magog Goblin Basher, a half orc barbarian, played by Katie, who's not here. Boo, Katie. And we have Max, a green dragonborn cleric. And these were the crew hired by Captain Reith to be the away team for the Golden Years. So our adventure tonight begins at Ye Old Rusty Anchor, a place you have all known and come to love over the last however long we've been playing the campaign. As you all enter, you all get a quick dirty look from Bart the bartender, remembering what you all got into last year. But he quickly
Last time?
Last
You mean?
time, yes, last time, not last year. Sorry, but he gives you your drinks. You find a table to sit at. You are here to celebrate. Kind of one last hurrah. The ship's repairs are getting finished tomorrow morning. You are set to sail on your first job the day after that. Your hiring bonuses have just been paid. The gold has already been added to your inventories. You're welcome. And one last minute new hire has been introduced and decided to join you on your night of merrymaking and drinking before you have to get to work. Now, Becca, if you would like to introduce your character.
Hi everyone, I'm Becca. Tonight I play Morgtisha.
Huh.
And yeah, we're just gonna start with that.
Okay. So you all find the table, sit. Over the next couple hours, any conversations you want to have, anything you want to do for the period of time as you're getting those first couple of drinks under your belt.
I'm gonna start.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna look at we're all like this is the current map, right? We're all sitting right now just waiting for drinks at the moment.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Morticia. and I'm gonna say, "Hi, I love your dress."
Thank you. It has pockets. Efficient and fabulous.
Oh, I love that.
And it's not
And
even
I'm just,
actually a dress. As in that I'm gonna like kind of pull one of my legs up and it's like a jumpsuit. Just a really
oh,
flowy
that,
jumpsuit.
oh, it's so handy.
Efficient.
Absolutely. So, and I'm gonna look at everybody around me. What has everybody been up to today? Wait, what time is it?
It's nighttime.
Okay. So yeah, what has everybody
How
been
long
up
since
to
the
today?
bar incident?
Probably 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
You should be good to go there, Brad.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just a little bit
been
of this
couple
and that.
days since the bar incident, so Avalon would speak up with, just helping Captain Wraith get things ready to go, and Max and Mad McGog will give their little just waiting to leave responses. Anybody else got anything?
I don't have anything.
Well, as the night continues and the merrymaking continues, at some point you will notice an Otis Watts, who you were all introduced to, enter into the bar, order a drink, look around, notice you lot, and then come over to join you. As he sits down, he says, "I can't stay long, but you're familiar faces."
Jacob, I am so sorry
Yeah.
we got kicked out of Fantasy Grounds, so I'm a little behind.
I mean, I got kicked out of Discord. I just got back, so I didn't hear anything after it's been 2 to 3 after the bar
I
fight.
think just about everybody did.
Good. I thought it was
I'm
like
still
just
here.
me.
Maybe I'm on a delayed kick. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It
For
only
now, I'm
happens
here.
when I turn my camera on, so let's just leave that off. So you've all been sitting around, got a couple drinks under your belt. Odes has entered the bar, noticed the 6 of you sitting at the table, and come over to join you, stating that he can't stay very long, but you're familiar faces, and he knows you're shipping out soon.
I'm here. I'm just going to shut my camera off.
Anything else you guys want to...
I was just wanting to ask if anybody did anything in particular today.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I've been trying to stay good. I see that there's a lot of fighting going around, and I don't want to cause any trouble. Trying to stay off the radar, just to add conversation. And my fantasy grounds just crashed.
Pam, if you want to say fuck it to your computer and just come in here, since that's the second time it's happened now.
Oh, Brad's in my
Yeah.
office too.
I'm gonna do that because otherwise I can already see this being a nightmare. Hold on,
Okay.
I'm gonna log off everything here.
All right.
Damn
Well,
holidays, man.
I know, right? No, I think it's something with our internet, because I've been getting like really low
Did
bandwidth.
everybody update before they logged in?
Becca
Yes.
and I did.
Okay. Because I updated before I logged in, and there seemed to be some
Updates.
kind of update.
I don't know. Fantasy Grounds has had like 5 updates in the last 2 days, so. All right. Well, with nobody saying anything, there's that little awkward moment, and Avalyn speaks up and goes, "Well, I know a drinking game. You guys all want to play?"
Which one's that one?
Me.
I'm sorry. I see your character, but I don't know. Is that a
The-
human?
Yeah, he's a human.
Oh, okay. Otis will look at him and say, "I'll indulge you in your drinking game." Why
Anybody else?
not?
It's real simple. You just drink, and last person standing has to pay the bar tab.
Well, I will let you know. The last time we played the Last Man Standing with drinking, I ended up in jail. So we'll see how well this goes.
What could happen?
A whole lot.
Anybody not playing?
Morticia will probably pass.
Boo! You're part of the crew, Morticia. You gotta play.
All right, fine.
Don't worry, we'll take care of you. Nothing will happen. Max leans over and speaks up to you. All right. Well, the game's real simple. Everybody roll a Constitution check. Brad, Becca.
Yeah,
One
give us a
second, I'm walking. Yeah, I'm walking her through how to roll this with two people on one computer.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that does work.
All right, beautiful. Well, in keeping with the fact that you've all been drinking pretty heavily, you all chug down your drinks, and Mad Magog, Avalyn, and Odess all pass out. Like, stupid drunk passed out. So that leaves Bree, Max, Barrick, and Morticia for round 2. Go ahead and roll another Constitution check.
You can also call me Morg. If
Fair.
Morticia's too long. Well, I guess mine didn't go. Oh, sorry, I rolled for Otis, that's why. Go figure.
Sorry.
No, I did. I just picked the wrong one.
Beautiful. At the end of the second round, Bree passes out, leaving Max and Morticia remaining. Max will turn to you, Morg, and go, "Well, looks like it's just the two of us." Go ahead and
Indeed.
roll another check. As you both finish your drinks and slam them down, you both become incoherently unresponsive, seemingly simultaneously, neither of you knowing who went down first. Short time later, you all wake up very, very drunk. Hold on, I got notes for this. There we go. Short time later, you both wake up, or you all wake up highly intoxicated and start traipsing your way back to wherever you decide you're going to go that evening. The process of moving is involuntary, and your memories of it are like a fever dream. Flashes of stumbling out of the tavern, stumbling across the road. Some guy bumped into you, some other guy bumped into you, stumbling down some more road, stumbling some stairs, collapsing somewhere on a hard surface, and passing out. You'll all awaken. Bear with me, we got a new map here. As you all awaken, you'll find yourselves restrained to various fixtures. The smell of rotten death will fill your nostrils as each of you shake your head sober and look around, noting the slew of carved bodies strewn around the room, and your companions restrained and gagged nearby. Give me 1 second, let me put a map up before anybody does anything. Beautiful.
Sorry,
You
Brad and
guys
I are
hear me
having
okay?
some. Yeah, sorry, Brad and I
Yeah.
were just having
Oh,
some
shit, hold on.
technical difficulties on our side.
Gotta mess with my settings here real quick. There we go. Has anybody said anything since you all passed out? Hello?
Have we said anything since we passed out?
Yeah. Like you guys above table said anything.
No, no.
Okay.
And I think I just got kicked out of Fantasy Grounds again.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I got kicked too.
It's gonna be a great night.
Give me 1 second. I think I can jump back in.
I'd say we take a minute. Everybody log out, check for updates. I'll come back,
Yeah, if you,
including our DM.
I did an update right before I logged in, which was 20 minutes before session. So,
I mean, I did as well, but
That's what I'm saying. Everybody go. Everybody double check.
all right. Everybody go.
That way everybody's on a clean slate.
Run the updater even if it says you don't have an update.
Right.
okay.
All right. I have it loaded, so you should all be able to log in now.
I'm trying to log in. Oh, they can't hear me. What?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, my version notes on Fantasy Grounds has got today's date on it. That's what I kind of figured.
Monster. Fine. Nope.
Jacob, could you release Otis one more time?
Released.
I don't know. I kind of prefer that guy shackled. It's
Nope.
crazy when he's loose.
Close the program. Reopen it. Run the update or try again.
I already did the update.
Do it. Alright. You guys are all logged in.
Not me.
Yeah, change that message of the day, man.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that
Or
earlier.
at least empty it. After emotional day of talks, dude, we've had emotional days of talk for weeks.
There. It's gone. It's empty. All right. So you all, let me share the map again.
Cool map, by the way.
Thanks. Google made it.
That looks good.
I didn't make it. I pulled it off Google.
He's honest about it.
So you all wake up in this room. The smell of death and decayed bodies fills the air. Brad, I just sent you a whisper. Make sure you look at it. You're all gagged and restrained. Everybody give me perception checks to start.
I'm gonna need some cool new dice. Upon waking, Morg's gonna say something along the lines of,
You're
"Oh,
gagged.
this feels just like my honeymoon."
Yeah, we're all gagged.
I know, but it's in my head. I can think that.
Odess, for record's sake, guidance requires somatic components, and you're gagged, so you don't get the +4 there. Just for the
All
record.
right.
Morticia,
We're chained.
yes. So it's like prison restraints, the chains, and then you have gags as well.
He looks like he's in a cage.
Yeah, there's still chains.
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm chained enough to the extent that I couldn't reach up and pull the gag from my mouth.
You are. It's got your hands like straight up all the way up. You can maybe touch fingertips, but that's about it. So
You want to touch the tips, Otis?
about the map, ignore all the like technology stuff. Like I said, I pulled this off Google. It's not customized for our world. But there are tanks. It's very much a Morticia and Barrick, you would recognize this as like a biology lab where there are jars of specimens surrounding everything. As well as a variety of some crude, some finer surgical tools, which are where the consoles are there. Clearly, this is some sort of lab/surgical suite.
I think to myself, it's
What
been
a
while since I
wonderful
woke up like this.
world.
Sorry.
I think to myself, it's been a while since I woke up like this. This was one hell of a night last night.
As you're thinking
kind
that
of
to yourself,
Grin
you start to,
through my gag.
as you think that to yourself, you start to hear footsteps from outside the door on the southern end of the room. Getting louder and louder as it approaches, before the room doors finally swing open. Standing in the doorway are two individuals. The first one very much resembling Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. A tall humanoid with squid-like tendencies. And next to him is one looking very familiar to Odess. Except Odess's 6.5 foot tall stature pales into comparison to this almost 8.5 foot tall being. The squid man speaks as they enter and cross down the threshold. Well, these are what you have to work with. I cannot control what are brought to you. I only expect you to make the most of them and harvest something useful. And this one, he says as a tentacle points at Odess, was clearly one of ours at one point, and clearly escaped, which means you fucked up. The only bright side is that he was able to survive, and you get a chance to redeem yourself by figuring out how. Now quit your complaining and do as you were told, or you will be replaced. The squid man will then turn and stomp his way out of the room, leaving you all...
I'm on a little bit.
You what?
Moan.
We'll leave you all in the chamber with the Odess-looking individual, who is currently standing there, staring at his feet. After a moment, he'll look up, walk over to the cage. Everyone except for Odess, make a perception check. Sweet. Oh, sweet. The only one who didn't hear it is my character. Oh, and Pam. So, Barrick and Morticia, you will hear him whisper quietly to Odess. I'm sorry, son. You know I must do it, though. I'll make it quick when I return. And then he too turns and walks out of the room.
As he goes to walk out the room, I kick the cage.
Paying no notice to you, he continues on his way. The doors slam shut behind him. You hear the sounds of retreating footsteps down the hallways.
I am... Do we have a description of what kind of gag is in?
Oh, it's totally a ball gag. It's some weird sex shit.
Okay.
But it's like a wiffle ball, so you can breathe through it.
They take our stuff.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Actually, that's perfect. If it's a wiffle ball, I will look up at my hands and something will shoot out of my mouth through the wiffle ball. Hopefully hitting the chains.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Of course.
It's a ranged attack, so let's see. Actually, I think it has its own... Oh, no, it's just got a save
No.
there. Okay. So you miss the chain, but it splatters on the cage and is dripping down, slowly dissolving the metal as it goes. The wiffle ball in your mouth also collected a good portion of that, and you are no longer gagged.
Alright, so you said it's dripping down?
Yeah, it's like in the Alien movies, you know, the acid blood, like it takes a minute to go through the grates, but it will work its way down.
I want to move the chains underneath. If I can. Because if I remember right, it hit the ceiling, right?
Oh, you were trying to spit upward, so it like arced a little bit, landed a little bit above your shoulder. You won't be able to get your hands free. You'll be able to get 1 foot chain underneath the acid, though.
Okay.
And make sure you mark off a use of that ability. I think you can only do it so many times a day. Yeah.
Sure can.
Morticia. Hearing the sizzling coming from Odessa's cage, you lift your head up and watch as he spits something, and then you hear the hiss of the acid and watch as it's deteriorating the chain. And as you're watching, you hear the soft click, click of your hands being freed. And when you look up, would you care to introduce your little friend?
Yeah, so
Yes!
I look up and I see a dismembered hand,
Oh my god.
and it's got, I mean, all 5 fingers, but it's just a dismembered hand. And after it takes and undoes my chain links, I pull down my gag and I say, "Thanks, Kosa, for lending a hand."
He like does a little squat thing as to indicate you're welcome, and then scuttles down to your feet and unlocks your feet as well.
And then I'll say, "Thanks, Kosa, like, let's go help everybody else." And then I'll pop over and help. That's you, Jacob. Sorry, I can't remember your character's name. Avalon?
Avalon, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go help Avalon.
Okay. Kosa will scuttle off this way then. I mean, he's your familiar, so you can tell him what to do.
Yeah, he's just gonna go and help everybody else.
Okay. How are you trying to help Evelyn?
Are they chains or rope?
They are chains. So
How did Kosa get mine undone?
he pulled a little needle out of his hand that he keeps for lock-picking purposes and picked the
Okay,
locks.
hold on. This is all interesting because I'm now looking to see what I've got in my bag. Not much.
Not in terms of lock-picking, no.
No. I'll look at Avalon. And I'll say, "Do you have..." Oh, I'll take off his gag first. And say, normally under these circumstances I'm doing the torturing, but do you have anything that could help me unlock your locks?
Let me look at my inventory. He's... No, I don't.
Did they take all of our stuff?
They did. So your bags and your weapons are currently missing. Don't take it off your inventory sheet. You're still wearing your armor,
No,
but
I got
you don't have anything on you. He's like, I don't have it. I don't look around for a key, maybe.
There's
Barrett,
also like knives and stuff on the table. Is that actually there? Or is that just the Google image?
those are like surgical equipment. So scalpels, chopping. I forget what they're called. Like the chef choppers.
Cleavers.
Cleavers. There you go. Some things like that. Barrick, you have been freed by Kosa, and he
Take the ball gag out.
crookedly
Is it,
scurries over here.
does it look pretty durable?
What?
The ball gag.
It looks like a ball gag. It's a piece of rope with like a wiffle ball.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like all beat up and completely torn up, worn out.
It looks like it's definitely been used once or twice. You see a number of bite marks that aren't yours on it.
No, I'm gonna stick it in my bag, in my pocket, anyways.
Okay, go ahead and add it to your inventory. What are you looking for, Brad?
I'm looking to see if Otis notices the others getting released.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. You hear it if nothing else, and then glance over. You can see Barrick and Morticia are free. Kosa is currently working on Bree, and Morticia is standing there looking around, wondering what to do with Evelyn.
I am getting ready to walk over and go grab a cleaver.
Okay, so you grab a cleaver and then return, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'd say I normally use these for torture purposes, but do you think this would help?
It's worth a shot. If you don't mind taking a couple practice swings away from me first, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, I'm quite adept at this.
Okay.
I say that. I am going to do a couple practice swings just to make it look good.
I was going for the scene from Titanic where Jack tells Rosie, like, okay, hit that cabinet over there. Now try to hit the same spot, and it's like 3 feet off. He goes, good enough, let's do this.
And then I guess I'm going to try and attack the chain with the cleaver.
Okay.
And hope that Morticia rolls much different than Gal.
That will be a strength check.
And I'm
Hold on,
weak.
let me check. It is a simple, so it'll be your strength. It'll be a strength check plus your proficiency bonus. So +2 if you want to click the +2 before you roll strength.
That's a save.
These? Can I get to this over here?
Yeah. And you crit. Look at that, Morticia. Roll a d6 in the chat box, please.
I told you, quite adept at this.
Oh, sorry, 2d6, so one more. Okay. So you hit the chain with the cleaver. It leaves a little dent, but did not break the chain. A little dent, like it worked through it a little bit, but it's a reinforced chain. Bree, as Kosa is working on your locks, you hear a and look down, you see that the needle he was using to lockpick your locks has broken. And he's now like shaking violently as if frustrated.
Can I help him down to try to get, like, that half of it fell where I am on my side so I can try to grab it and give it to him?
Well, you're still completely locked up and restrained.
Like,
And you're restrained like this.
can I try to pick it up with my feet?
Well, it's a needle, and the fact that it broke in half means it's no longer going to be usable.
I was still
As a
trying to
lockpick.
grab it to him to see if he could do some magic and fix it with it. Just saying.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Okay.
You nimbly catch the needle with your toes right before it falls through the floor grate, and hold it up to him. And he, like, sticks out his pinky finger, stabs himself with it to take it from you, and then just stands there, not knowing what to do.
Koza, just see if you can fix it with the other part of it to come together.
You see him, like, lie flat, a needle half sticking out of his thumb and pinky finger, and he's, like, touching the tips together, trying to see if they magically weld, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna yell out loud, "We need a witch here!"
Morticia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna, I guess, try and take another swing.
Okay. With a +2, go ahead and make another strength check. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll a d6. Okay. Same thing. You make that little cut dent a little bit deeper, but it doesn't go through the chain. Odes, what are you doing?
Now that nothing's in my fucking mouth, I'm gonna spit at the chain again to try to free my hands.
Okay. This time it definitely works. With your hands being so close together, both your hands will be free. And the spit that hit the cage wall has gone through enough of the cage where you'd be able to squeeze out if you can get your feet free.
Okay. Is there any dripping on the chains still there?
No. It has hit the ground and become inert by this point.
Okay. Can I reach one of the bars over at the wall?
Yeah.
What one that's been melted?
Yeah. No, the cage is 10 feet wide, so you can reach all of the walls inside the cage without having to move anything.
One of the ones that's been melted, I'm gonna grab it and try to break it off or had a portion of it melted, I should clarify. I'm gonna grab it and try to break it off the wall.
Okay. Make a strength check. With a nat 20, I will say you're able to do it. The bar you grab and pull is weakened and rusted and old and snaps under pressure. Mike, what are you up to?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was going to try and help Otis get out of the cage.
Okay. Being that he's not gagged, he spit again, freeing his hands. There is an opening in the cage wall right by where you're standing. His feet are still shackled. And he just busted a piece of the cage bar off the cage. So you two can work collaborative if you want or independently. Let me know what you want to do.
I'm going to use the metal bar to try and pry whatever is holding the chains from my feet.
Okay.
Try to use it as a leverage brace, see if that works.
Okay. You got anything, Mike?
I was try my sorcerer's burst.
Okay.
You can cast sorceress energy at one creature or object within range. Make a ranged attack roll against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 damage of a type you choose.
Okay. So go ahead and roll to see if you hit. That will hit. What type of damage do you want?
Acid.
Beautiful. Good choice. The lingering acid from your sorceress burst eats through the chain. So, Odess, you are no longer shackled and free to move about the cabin. Morticia, go ahead and make another attack roll.
I still have that bar, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll a d6. That blow glances off the chain, and you don't see any difference to it.
Yeah, that checks out.
With a -1 strength, so.
Mm-hmm.
Once Otis is free, I'd head up that way to see if I could help.
Frida.
Yeah.
Frida.
Okay. As you guys are walking, you hear the rattling of chains. You can see Bree still chained and gagged on that other wall, and Kosa is now like just pulling on the chain with 2 fingers as best he can to try and break it free. Clearly to no effect.
Oh, well then in that case, I would turn around and head over to Bree.
Which, well, why don't you help that one? I'll go over here and deal with this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How's that?
Let's do you first, Mike. What are you doing?
Same thing.
Okay. Just roll to see if you hit twice. I don't need damage. As long as you hit with acid damage, it'll do it. Okay, and the second one?
Well, the thing is that if I max out my damage, it doubles.
Yeah, I know. But it's acid damage, so even if you rolled a 1, it would still free.
Okay.
It's a weird type of rusted metal that acid eats straight through.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but if when I roll my damage, if I
No, I
roll
know.
an 8, okay.
but you don't need
Like-
the double damage. I mean, a 7 did it for Odes, so.
Okay.
So you're up there, you come up to help. Brad, what are you doing to try and help Bree?
First things first, I'm removing the gag first off.
Okay. So Pam, you're not gagged anymore.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, friend.
Otis is gonna put a finger up to her mouth and be like, "Shh."
Okay.
Does he notice? I forget the little creature's name.
Kosa.
Yeah, Kosa. Does he see little Kosa?
Yeah, he
There?
took like a half step back and is, as far as you can tell, looking at you. He's like facing your direction, as if waiting.
So, I'm gonna look at Kosa and say, "How did you get the others out?"
He sticks up his pinky that has 2 half needles sticking out of it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask for a DM question here.
Mhm.
Cantrips, do they require the components? I forget. I thought you said cantrips don't, but I'm
No, cantrips do.
okay.
But if you,
Some do,
it's
not all of them.
and mending does require components. No, the thing with components is as long as it didn't have a listed valuation cost, like a gemstone worth 500 gold, the components are reusable. So you only have to buy them the one time.
Gotcha. Okay. I will have to go through and do some inventory management later then.
So, that being said, I don't think you ever bought lodestones. And
No, because I had mending at the beginning of the
that's right. So,
campaign.
so
I
yeah,
also don't have our bags. So
that's true.
I don't have that.
If they're not moving by the time I'm done with Evelyn, I'm gonna walk over there.
Okay.
Um,
Morg, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
how is Bree chained up?
She is strung up like 50 Shades of Grey.
Huh.
Just like how you were, but not in a cage.
How tall is Bree?
I'm 5'2".
All I heard was 2.
5'2".
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So easily Otis stands over Bree, right?
Very easily, yeah.
Fair to say. Okay. So he's gonna grab the chains to her hand that are holding her hand, and he's gonna get up close and use his last shot here
Okay.
to free the hands. But as soon as he hits it, he's going to immediately grab the chains and pull them down to any chains that are holding her legs and try to get the drippings on the legs. Or
Bree.
not on the leg, on the chains.
Okay. So Odess, I want you to make a strength check, and Bree, I want you to make an athletics check. No, acrobatics.
Okay.
Beautiful. So without any warning, Bree, Odess grabs the chain just above your hands, gives it the old hack, and a second later, the chain sizzles away, and he rips your arms with the chains down, touching the chains now covered in hawk spit to your feet chains, freeing both your hands and feet with his acid spit.
I'm gonna look at Otis and just be like, oh my god. And kind of just stare at him like in disbelief of what just happened.
I saw an opportunity, and I took it.
Yeah.
Morticia, what are you doing?
I'm going to the northeast corner of the room where all of our stuff is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell everyone, like, I found all of our items, I'll come bring them over.
Avalon runs over and grabs his shit.
Since I'm here, I'm gonna follow.
Otis is going to grab Bree by her hand and say, come on, let's go, and head over this way.
All right. So you now all have your weapons and equipment back. Kosa has climbed up your leg onto your shoulder and is tucked under your hair where he typically sits, Morticia. So I'm going to take him off the map until he decides to reveal himself.
If y'all are holding hands when you get here, I'm gonna look at Bree and say, "You got a new boyfriend?"
Oh my god.
Talking to you.
A boyfriend?
I look at your hands. You holding hands, ain't you?
You're holding Odessa's hand. He dragged you over.
I don't have a boyfriend. Oh no.
I'm going to look at the rest of them and say, be quiet. We have to get out of here now, and we have to get out of here quietly.
I'm gonna say, I'm sorry.
Did I see Kosa go hide under Morticia's hair?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Morticia and say, hey, can I borrow your friend for 2 seconds? You DM, you don't have to put him on the map.
Oh, it's literally a button click.
Oh, he's completely sentient. You could ask him.
I'm gonna look at him and say, can I see your little things you were showing me earlier in your finger?
He holds his pinky back out. You see 2 needles like sticking out the outside, the anterior portion of the pinky.
This is
Oh,
getting
just-
kinky.
Grabs them and says, thank you very much. Holds them together and casts mending on them.
Can you handle both those fingers at once, dude?
That's what he said.
Seeing you mend them back together, he then switches and holds out his index finger in your direction. And like wiggles it.
I poke him in the index finger.
So you give him like just enough of a poke that the needle won't go anywhere. And then he kind of plops down and pushes the needle all the way in with his thumb. So just a little bit of it is sticking out. And he kind of
You really like touching pits, don't you, dude?
he kind of curtsies and then ducks back under Morticia's hair.
Morticia's gonna say to Thing or to Kosa, "Ah, Kosa, you are truly a marvel. I don't know how we ever managed without you. Such dexterity in those little fingers."
You feel like a neck scratchy on the back of your neck from him. Or her. Who knows? It. The thing. Avalyn is going to speak up to Odess. Clearly you know something that's going on. And that guy was talking to you. You mind filling us in, seeing as we might die anyways?
Otis is going to look at him and say, "What you need to know is we need to get out of here, and we need to get out of here now. Quietly. We don't want them to know that we're out. If we stay here any longer, obviously, we're going to end up like," and he nods towards the pile of bodies on the ground.
Well, Mr. knows more than he's letting on. Lead the way.
Assuming.
But it's pretty fucking clear as day.
Morticia's gonna look around for anything that can be scavenged.
Make either perception or investigation. Your choice.
Yeah, Barracks do the same.
So there is some stuff in both the northeast and northwest corner in terms of supplies and goodies. All of it's been there for some time. Most of it is empty bags, satchels, you know, like the generic carrying devices that commoners would have on them. As you look through the rest of the room, passing around, you'll note that there is some surgical equipment of both the precision and brutish style varieties. Nothing really combat effective, but you know, if you ever had to do surgery, could be useful. The walls are lined with specimen containers, so there's some type of formaldehyde chemical throughout the room in various
Let
size
me narrow
containers.
this down for you.
Mm-hmm.
I figure there's dead bodies laying around. Dead bodies usually come with stuff. Just weapons, books, rings, jewelry, boots, books.
The only thing in terms of weaponry you find is the surgical equipment. In terms of armor or anything like that, there's nothing. It appears that all the other bodies that were in here were commoners or less than sentient creatures, as not all the bodies are humanoid. And nothing of value.
Okay. Off we go.
Bree, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get my stuff.
You already did that.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out.
Okay.
Wait, no. Before I do that, are they still outside? Am I able to see outside? Who's outside?
The door is shut.
I'm going
Okay.
to try the door.
The
See if
door
it's unlocked.
is unlocked. Do you open it, or are you just checking it?
I'm just checking it.
Okay.
To see if it's unlocked.
Can
It
I just
is
put
unlocked.
my ear on the door and see if I can hear any noises from the other side?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Because I couldn't hear these people when they were talking to Otis. So
Can I
have no
give her
idea what
guidance on that?
these People.
You can.
Oh, there's 17.
You got a 19. So you put your ear up to the door and listen. and you hear the distant sound of running water.
Like rain?
Like a river or a stream.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look at Otis and say, is it like a river or something that we're close by? I can hear it very, very clearly.
Yes. Yes, there is one.
Okay. I don't hear anything else. I think it's safe for us to open the door. But then again, I don't know what's behind it or what could be behind it.
If we could make it to the river, we can get out of here.
Okay, then to the river it is. And I'm supposed to be quiet. I'm just so loud and I'm just so obnoxious. I'm sorry.
Bree, you know if there's anything on the other side of the door? Can you hear anything?
No, just the water, like running water.
It's very distant. You can tell it's not nearby. It's a ways.
But that's all I can hear. I can't tell if there's somebody else or not waiting for us outside this door.
Okay. Am I able to peer through the keyhole?
There is no keyhole on this door.
Okay. Well, let's very quietly open this door.
Okay. So ye opening the door, make a stealth check.
Bree, I left that as an open comment if you want to try to do it.
Yes, I can try.
I am not exactly the quietest one, as he kind of looks at.
I can tell. Yes, yes. Yes, I'll go ahead and open it.
Stealth check.
Make it quiet.
Okay. So you silently open the door. As you look out, there's a small courtyard. Not courtyard, but a small chamber with rooms heading off forward, left, and right.
I tell Bree, I lean and tell Bree, we need to go to the right.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn around, look at everybody else, and whisper, "Let's go to the right."
Okay. If you are moving silently, I need stealth checks. If you are just moving, I don't need anything.
I guess it's worth a try at something. But it's gonna do me any good.
Okay. So you guys turn right and begin walking down the long corridor. As you walk, you note that it's like a subterranean, like a modern day subterranean lab. So the walls are the tunnel is carved out of stone, but there is some type of piping that runs along the walls with little arcane lamps posted periodically to provide light. It's clear that you are in a cave and underground somewhere. As you're going, you're not passing any rooms currently right now. It's just a tunnel.
Okay.
As you're going, there's the familiar click, click, click of Odess walking with his armor on, and Morticia can't help but hum a song that's stuck in her head. Anybody like to do anything?
Well, what do we see when we start walking?
It's just tunnel right now.
Do we see
Just
anything that,
walk.
Yeah. Yes,
anything interesting that will bring our attention? Like somebody maybe was there not long ago. Do we see anything suspicious?
It's clear that beings live here. Like, it's not abandoned or disorganized. It's kept relatively clean. It's clear that things live here, which was kind of indicated by the two beings that came into the chamber a little bit ago. But you don't see or hear anything, at least initially.
Okay. Keep walking,
I'm just going to
okay.
continue down the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. Another round of stealth checks. Beautiful. Morticia seems to have concluded the tune, and it's no longer stuck in her head as she's now gotten quieter. All you can hear are the light pitter-patter of your footsteps as you move down the tunnel, and the clinking of Barrick's coin purse. A soft tss, tss, tss with each step. Does anybody want to do anything?
Nope.
Nope. Just kind of look back, maybe make sure that there's no signs of anybody coming.
Okay, make a perception check. Okay. With a 15, it appears as if nothing is following you down the cave or down the tunnel. Which way are you looking, Mike?
Just down the hallway.
Okay. Seems to be nothing up ahead, although a ways up ahead, you think you can see a turn coming up. Bear with me, I wasn't as well prepared for this as I thought I was. Alright. So you guys continue, and you come up on that turn. So you can continue going forward, or you can go left.
I tap Bree on the shoulder and Bree, you're in the lead, right?
Yes.
I tap Bree on the left shoulder and point down the left.
And I'll go to the left.
Okay.
To the left, to the left.
To the left you go then.
I look back to make sure everybody's following.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Continuing onwards, go ahead and make another round of stealth checks. Need one from you, Morticia.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Stealth check.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. Okay. So you guys have come to a portion of the tunnel that narrows slightly and then widens. Bear with me just a second, putting you on the map. What happens as you come up to this widened portion? Everybody roll perception checks for me. Cross compare numbers. Beautiful. You come out to this widened portion, and let's see. Hold on, I gotta cross compare your stealth checks with perception checks. Barrick fails. Evelyn fails. Odess, make me a dex save. Morticia, make me... Nope, you're good. You pass. And Bree passes. So Odess, make a dex save. Beautiful. All right. Three dark mantles drop from the ceiling. Two of them attach to Barrick and Evelyn. And the third one misses Odess, or Odess is able to just get out of the way as it tries to drop on him and ends up landing on the ground next to him. I need everybody to roll initiative, please. All right, so Mike, you and me, these things landed on top of our heads and engulfed our heads. So we are blinded and unable to breathe for as long as they are attached to us. Now,
We'll fix that quickly.
What's that?
I'll be fixing that quickly.
Okay. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Beautiful. As soon as they attach, an aura of darkness emanates from each of the three. So this entire chamber is now filled with a magical darkness. So all attacks will be at disadvantage. And no, your dark vision doesn't work on that. So here we go. Dark Mantle 3 up first is attached. It's 5 points against you, Barrick. Bree, you're up.
My phone just signals crashed, but can you use my long bow on the one that you have?
It'll be at Yeah, it would have been at disadvantage anyways. Okay.
I mean, the way they're pictured, they got a little flap on their top of their head, like a octopus.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, could she?
Yeah,
aim for
kind of
that?
like squids.
Yeah.
All right. Dark Mantle 1, having not attached anything.
Wait, did it do any damage?
Yeah, you did 5 points of damage, which you can actually roll that twice and see if you get better, which you do, so that's another 5 points.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna close this and open it up.
Because you've got Savage Attacker. Dark Mantle 1, having not attached anything, is going to take flight and start fluttering off. So Odess and Bree, if you want to use your reaction to take attack against it
Yes, it would.
at disadvantage,
Please.
both of you, with your bow.
Yeah.
Because of my feet.
You can do a spell instead, yes.
Yes.
Pam, you lose your footing and fall prone
I know.
taking that shot.
So how does that work if the spell I use wants to be a DC?
Hold on a second.
Does that impose disadvantage on the DC? Actually, hold on, let me look. Is that 9 remember?
Casting time of 1 action and must target only that creature.
It doesn't work anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just make an attack.
That'll hit. Okay. And it is going to disappear down the cave. Morticia, you're up.
The one is still attached to Barrick, right?
Yep. Barrick and
Okay.
Evelyn both have ones attached to them.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over on kind of like the other side of Barrick and the Dark Mantle.
So like over.
It's on my head.
Yeah, it's on his head.
Oh.
It's sharing the
Oh.
same square as him. It's just
Oh dear.
I'm gonna move him off so we can target better, but they're sharing the same square.
Okay. And I'm gonna stab it with my dagger.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
At disadvantage because of the darkness.
Yes.
Let's see if Morticia is gonna start getting a score sheet going. Nope, she hits it. Go ahead and roll damage. There you go, 5 points of damage.
Take it.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's it. I mean, I was gonna cast Witch Bolt, but then you guys said it was on its head, so I was like, probably shouldn't do that.
Alright. Brings it to my turn. I am going to pull out my hand axe and try to catch it. And I don't. Barrick.
Okay, so if I'm trying to remember which way I'm facing, what kind of check would you want? Because I know I was walking forward when these things came down, and
Yeah,
I didn't move.
I would assume having something engulf your head, though, you would have flailed around a little bit. So I'm going to need an insight check for you to determine direction. 15. I'd say you generally know which direction you're facing. Like if you're gonna try and run forward towards Bree, you might end up a square off from where you want to be. No, I'm just saying.
About which way my face is facing right now. Is what I'm worried about.
You are facing forward towards the group, relatively.
Towards the group?
Yes.
I'm turning around.
Okay, so you're now facing relatively this way.
Yes.
Okay.
With that said, I'm using my breath weapon.
Because you are inside of it, I am going to say that is an auto fail. It is going to take full damage.
Okay.
It's like the moment when Godzilla holds the thing's mouth open and blows its load down its throat. There is no
I'm trying
avoiding
to
it.
pull out the side of it so I could breathe. So, but because I'm blinded, it's taking it off the map, so I can't target it with the damage. You want me to just roll it in the box and you add it?
Do it in the combat tracker.
Yeah. Oh, in the combat tracker.
Yeah.
I didn't think
It's
about that.
it's
This is number 3?
Yeah, number 3. With the amount of damage, I will say you blew a hole through the side of it, and you can now breathe.
Okay.
So you all just hear... Anything else for your turn?
Get this damn thing off of me. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Otis, you're up.
Okay. Can I take my trident, since we're in a magical darkness, and I'm assuming that I don't know where anybody's location is at, correct?
No, you know that people are near you. Like, you can hear us moving around. You could hear Morticia stab. You heard Barrick's breath weapon go off, and then the get this damn thing off me. You heard Bree slip and fall on her ass a second ago. So you're aware that we're all right here. You just can't see us.
Okay. What I would like to do in 6 seconds is quickly take my trident and kind of use it like a blind man's cane and spin it around me.
Okay.
See if I feel anything.
Yeah, you smack Bree in the forehead, me and Morticia in the ankle.
Do I get any responses from anybody?
Ah! Well, for me, it's more like...
I'm gonna be like, ow!
Yours was muffled, right?
Yes.
If yours is muffled, I'm going to reach out, put my hand. It would be like real quick. It's the reach out, put my hand on what I want to hit, and hit the dark mantle.
Okay. It'll still be at disadvantage.
Okay.
But go for it. That'll hit. 7 points of damage. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it. I just want to see if this ability applies because I haven't ever used it.
Becca, I made Kosa an ally. See if you can grab his character. Don't worry about it if you can't, but see if you can grab that NPC sheet. Double click on the token on the map, because he has some abilities you may want him to perform.
Okay.
If you can't, don't worry about it. I will run it for tonight, and I'll get with you some other time.
I grabbed the sheet.
Okay. So you should be able to see his traits. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
That's it.
Yes,
for my turn.
yes.
Okay. So on his turn, if you want him to do any of those, you just let me know. And his
Okay.
initiative is going to be 16, actually. So was that it for you, Odess?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. So we'll retcon and back to Kosa, who should have gone
For me.
first, essentially. Anything you want him to do this round. Now, since he's a familiar, he can only attack if you don't attack. So he has that one action there, the distracting skitter. You can only do that if you don't attack, if you don't use your action. So that's off the table. But he can use any of his traits otherwise.
No, I think he's okay for right now.
Okay. Perfect. That will bring it to Dark Mantle 2. Get some damage on me. 4 points, to be specific. And we're back to Kosa for round 2.
And the Dark Mantle is still on Barrick's head.
Yep.
Alright, stabby stabby.
It's Kosa's turn, not your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think Ghost is gonna do anything.
Okay. That will bring us to the Dark Mantle, who's going to clench down on Barrick. 5 points of damage, knocking you unconscious. Bree, you're up.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Can I get up?
Yeah, you're standing up. That's half your movement.
And I'm going to aim for number 3.
You got it, or you want me to?
I can do it. I think.
Okay, at disadvantage.
Did it do it? Did it target him?
No.
Okay, can you target him, please?
There you go.
Alright, thank you. Arrowy, arrowy.
And that's going to be at -2 as well, because it's behind Morticia. You still hit.
Beautiful. And I have a second one.
No, you don't.
What do you mean I don't?
You're level 1. You don't get a second attack till you're level 5. That's when we played the leveled up one shot. You got a second attack. You only get the one for now.
But her savage attacker?
You can roll a d8 to try and get more damage. If you want to drop a d8 in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
One additional point of damage.
Beautiful.
Alright,
That's it for me.
that's it for you.
Alright.
Morticia.
No, I will.
So you heard Barrick fall, and you still hear the sucking noises that it's making as it's feasting on his head.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stab at it again.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
No. Regular, because
Oh.
it's on the ground, and you crit, so go ahead and roll that sweet damage. That does it. You, like, get down, you feel Barrick's body, you feel the head, you can feel it sucking on his head, and you, with your hand there, slice your dagger down, twist it, and pull, and you hear the as its death gasp lets out, and you kill it. Anything else for your turn?
I calmly say, as appealing as I find death, does anyone have anything to revive Barrick? And then that's my turn.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
No, not me.
Right. We'll bring it to my turn. I'm going to try to hand axe this thing again. Missing, because I fucking suck. Barrick, a death saving throw in the tower, please.
No.
Alright. And Odes.
You know I pass or you know I know that I pass or fail, right?
Yeah, I know, but nobody else does.
Okay.
That's the point, is that no one else in the party knows if you just rolled a nat 1 or a 12 or a nat 20.
Oh, gotcha.
So it gives them
Gotcha.
a sense of urgency.
Okay. Yeah,
That-
I'm just
that's-
so used to using a tower, so I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like, but
No,
I
that's-
do know
That's
that.
the point behind it, because you can look at your main tab and see if you pass or failed, which is perfectly
Yeah.
fine because you can't do anything either way. But the point is nobody else knows, so it's like, you know, right now you could only have one roll left before your character's dead, or you could have one roll left before you stabilize. They don't know.
Gotcha.
That's the point.
It's for so everybody else doesn't know. I got you now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Odes, you're up.
I'm gonna dart over to Barrick, hearing Morticia say that, and try to hit him with.
Make a dexterity check for me. Okay. You manage to get right on Barrick, put your hand on his chest, and you can feel the lack of breathing or the faltering breaths.
I'm gonna hit him with some cure wounds. See if that helps.
Your divine energy flows in as Barrick gasps back to life.
You know, you gotta breathe if you want to stay alive.
I need my horns. Get this thing off my head.
Oh, is it still on it?
With Morticia's twist and pull crit stabbing motion, it's now a split pillow behind your head.
Oh, okay. I'm checking my horns.
They're intact.
Yeah. They're not marred. They're not.
Nope, all good.
Good.
But now that I know that's something you fear.
Look at my background. You'll understand why.
I know. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it for my turn.
No, I'm good.
Alright. Brings us to the other Dark Mantle, who knocks me unconscious. Kosa, you're up.
I don't know if Kosa can really do anything. I doubt it's on your it's on you, so I doubt nothing's gonna distract it. Okay, Kosa can try and distract it.
Okay. So Kosa's going to skitter over onto it. And that's going to be your action for this round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else for
That'll be his
Kosa?
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bree, you're up.
Okay. So, Dark Mantle 2. I can't target him.
I just did it for you.
Thank you.
Disadvantage. Just roll it regular one more time. Okay, you hit. Beautiful. You take a shot in the dark and hear a "Rah!" as your target hits its mark. It then gives birth to my head essentially as it dies and falls off.
Being that you had her roll for that shot normal a second time, did that? I'm sure it did check off one of her arrows.
Yeah. Give yourself one arrow back. Good call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
The magical darkness lifts as the dark mantles die and their aura goes with them. And you can see Avalyn lying on the ground unconscious. And everyone else looking like, what the fuck? You're out of combat. Out of initiative.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I feel fine. My horns are intact, so let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Odess says he's checking everybody and making sure they're okay.
He's so
Avalyn's definitely
mad.
not.
I already did that. Why, are you dying?
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
So do we have to carry you or something?
I mean, stabilizing me so I don't die would be nice. Just saying.
Nothing I can do about that, so
Oh, sorry. I was letting the dog out to go to the bathroom while I was listening.
Oh, good.
Morticia would say, "I'm perfectly fine, my dear. After what is life without a little chaos?"
Kosa will scramble back up to his nesting place at the base of your neck.
I'm gonna hit him with. Where's that? Cure wounds. There you go.
Avalyn will cough back. What the fuck will echo through the cavern.
I listen to hear if there's a response.
Make a perception check. You just hear my voice echoing.
I look at Avalyn and say, "You don't want to get caught. Let's be quiet." In a very soft tone.
Avalyn will stand up and... Whatever, man. Just get us the fuck out of here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You guys were heading this way.
Alright.
As you take those first steps, noting that the water river noise has gotten louder as you're walking down the tunnel, you will hear a very soft echo from the direction you know you need to head, Brad.
I'm sorry, was it a roar? You kind of cut out.
Yeah, it was...
It's coming from the direction we need to go.
Yes.
Okay. Do I recognize that?
Make a nature check. Nature or history, your choice.
I mean, isn't that the noise that thing made when we left? When it left?
No. Different noise. Different creature.
Oh.
Anybody who wants to actually can make either a nature or a history check. Well, no, anybody else needs to make nature. Odess has the option of doing nature or history. None of you have any clue what it is. Unless Morticia wants to roll. She hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, it showed up in the box, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm blind.
You're fine.
I'm not blind. I counted 4 and then remembered that I didn't roll anything on purpose. So, does that change your guys' game plan at all?
No. If I don't recall anything about it, I mean, obviously I'm going to go cautiously, but I think at this point I'll probably go first and start leading down the tunnel.
Okay. Who is following Odess?
Well, apparently you were heading first before, because I thought we were heading north. But
No,
apparently
you're
we're
heading south on the map.
Yeah.
Bree was first before, and then it was Odessa, and then I just kind of filed everybody in. Didn't.
I'll
really
be
matter.
right behind Bree if he's taking lead, and Bree's behind her. Him.
Okay. Evelyn will do like a curtsy gesture to allow Morticia to go before him.
Morticia will say, "What a gentleman," and then walk in front of him.
And you guys continue down the cavern, moving silently. Go ahead and make another round of stealth checks, because I know how much you all love that bullshit.
I like
I'm
to
next
roll
to
the
guy,
dice.
I'm next to the guy who's clanky, but yeah, sure.
Just waiting on Brad.
Sorry, I forgot to click the disadvantage button.
It's all good.
It should automatically give you disadvantage because of your armor.
Yeah, it should. Okay. For the first time, you guys seemingly are moving silently as you go. As you continue to walk, the noise of the water gets louder and louder. A roaring rush of what must be an underwater river fills your ears. Before you eventually come upon, put you on the map. Nope, wrong spot. Tisha and Evelyn. Okay. Before you come upon this area. Now, Odess, you would know this as the area just before you hit the river. It is a small, semi-flooded pathway.
We heading north now?
Yes, you're heading north now.
Okay.
And as you continue to approach, two beings jump out of the water and onto the walkway. And let's go ahead and roll initiative again. All right. And we've got Odess up first. Have at her.
Reset the round timer, bud.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I am not gonna do that.
I just got kicked out of Fantasy Grounds again.
Okay.
Fantasy Grounds is hating us tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Fantasy Grounds or if it's my internet, but
All right. We adapt. We survive.
All right, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna run up here and make an attack.
Okay. That hits. Seven points of damage.
And I will use my last 5 feet to kind of just shuffle around the side of him.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, that brings us to his turn. He gets 2 attacks. So first he's going to swipe out at you with his claw-like hands and miss. And then he is going to try and bite you, which also misses. Anything for Kosa?
No.
All right. Your turn, Becca. Are you back in yet?
It's moving. There it is. Okay. As soon as I pull everything up, give me 1 second.
I got the map for you.
Thank you. Okay. I am. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Guys, my first big spell.
Hold off on that for 1 second. Oh, come on. Sorry, new character. Gotta get things coded right. There you go. Now go ahead.
Cool. So, do I just drop it on it? Do I
Yeah,
cast effect?
so you'll do the so
cast.
the effect is gonna go on you if you hit. So next to cast, you'll see the attack, the ATK. Drop that ATK on it.
Okay.
The ranged +5. Are you within range? 60 feet. Yeah, you are. Okay. So that hits. So now put the effect on yourself.
Okay.
And then on a hit, the target takes 2d12 lightning damage. So drop the 2d12 on it.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now on subsequent turns, as a bonus action, you can drop the 1d12 on that creature. Only that creature.
Yeah. Up until I lose concentration or.
It dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just her attack.
Yeah, that's her attack action.
Cool. That is my turn.
All right. Sea Spawn 2 is going to run up, slash at Odess with his claws, and miss. And try to bite you as well. Missing. Barrick.
I mean, it worked pretty well last time, so using this sorcerer burst.
That'll hit. Uh, 6 points of damage.
Yes. And guess I'll move
Okay.
I can kind of see into the room. That's my turn.
All right, Bree.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for. Hold on. Give me a second. Having technical difficulties. The one next to Godric, I can't see the number.
Well, there's no Godric here.
Oh, sorry. The one next to Otis. My bad.
One and
left.
2 are both
The one in
standing.
the left.
That's 1.
Gonna go for him with my crossbow.
He's targeted.
Longbow, I should say.
That hits. And I have been forgetting mastery properties. So that guy's speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Where do you go?
He didn't go anywhere. He just can't move as fast.
I don't see him in my map.
He's right there.
In my map.
Can you guys see the enemies?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can.
Try zooming in. Anything else for your turn, Pam?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, it's because I lost Fantasy Grounds again.
Ah,
If she can't see him, she may need to close the map and reopen it.
No, I lost Fantasy
she lost
Grounds.
Fantasy Grounds.
Oh.
30. Avelin's gonna run up here,
This is great.
and he is going to. Yeah, he is gonna cast Thorn Whip on spawn 1, which hits and gets pulled 10 feet closer to him. That'll bring us to Odess.
I am
I'm sorry.
one guy.
Pause. Hold on. Because at the start of the round, another one of these bitches jumps out of the water. Right there. Now go ahead, Otis.
I will make a melee attack on spawn 2.
Okay. That hits. Eight points of damage.
That's all I got for my turn.
Alright. Sea spawn 1. And taking an arm strike at me. Missing. And then try to bite me. Also missing. Kosa.
She's running back to her desk right now. She's
Alright.
like right there.
Nothing for Kosa.
Alright, then your turn, Morticia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the same one.
Okay.
So I just do the same with the 2d lightning attack.
So
Damage.
you already have the Witch Bolt connected to him. So as a bonus action, you can drop the 1d12 on him. And then you
Okay,
still...
but I could do a different action somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you only have...
And now there's an arc of lightning going between you and him.
Yeah.
Right.
And you only have the one spell slot. So if you're going to cast another spell, it's got to be a cantrip.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
but bonus action, you drop that 1d12 on him.
okay.
Get that out of the way.
Oh, just 1d12?
Yeah. Okay. So that does 5 points of damage to him. And then you still have an action. So any of your cantrips or weapon attacks.
Can I also cast Toll of the Dead on him?
That's a cantrip, so yep.
Okay.
So you'll drop the save on him first,
Oh, I hope that was it.
which he succeeds. So that won't do anything, unfortunately.
Okay, then that's my turn. That's fine.
Okay.
This is fun for me. I'm learning new things.
Exactly. Sea Spawn 2 takes a swing at Odess. Hits. Got anything for that, Odess?
No, not right now.
Okay. And then he's also... I have rolled nothing but ones for these second attacks. Some bullshit. The bite misses. Barrick, you're up.
I am going to, I'm gonna do. Let's see, hold up. 35. How close they gotta be? 5 by 5. Okay. We'll do another sorcery burst on number 1.
That hits. With an 8, so you get... Does it have to be against the same target, or can it be against a different
Yes,
one?
it's the same target, but it
Okay,
is
so that
defeated,
killed him.
So, yeah. I mean, I could drop another D8 worth of damage in case he can possibly come back, but
If you want to. Okay, so 1 additional point of damage.
Yeah.
That additional point explodes him.
oh, yeah.
What was a body is now a blob. Anything else for your turn?
Noticing that some jerk popped up next to me, I'm gonna take a 10-foot step over this way
Okay.
and look at Otis, look at the sea spawn, and then just turn and face number 3.
Okay.
Thinking, okay, well, Otis, big boy, he can handle that guy.
All right. Well, if that's it for your turn.
Yeah.
We're having interpersonal issues over here.
Sea Spawn 3. Target it. Thank you. And I'm gonna use my bow, of course, again. Nice.
That'll hit.
Nice.
9 points of damage. If you want to roll a d8 in the
Yes,
chat
I
box, see if
will.
you do more. You do 1 additional point of damage.
Beautiful.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right. My turn. I'm going to step up to this guy. Take a swing with my rapier. And I'm going to throw... put a Searing Smite on that. What is this? So my blade will erupt into flame as I hit, and it will catch the sea spawn on fire. That is also vexed, which only applies to me. I'll get advantage on it. That brings us to sea spawn 6. It's going to take some fire damage on the start of its turn, and then it makes a con save. Which it succeeds and is no longer on fire. And then it's going to attack me. It's going to hit me with its claws. 3 points of damage. And then a tentacle is going to like unfold from its back and lash out at me, but miss. Odes, you're up.
I'm gonna keep engaging. Well, I'm gonna look over my shoulder, looking at everybody, making sure everybody's okay, and then I'll keep engaging with the sea spawn that I'm on.
Okay. That'll hit.
Thank you.
11 points of damage.
That's all I got.
All right. Anything for Kosa?
Negatory.
All right, then it's your turn, Becca.
Okie dokie. The one that exploded was the one I had targeted with Witch Bolt, correct?
Correct. So your Witch Bolt is no longer active.
Alright, but I can still use it.
No, you
On a
can't,
different.
because you
Okay,
only
'cause-
you only have the one spell slot. So you'd have to recast it to target a different creature, but you don't have any more spell slots.
Okay.
So you can still use cantrips, or you can make weapon attacks, but that's all you got at this point. You can't do any of your leveled spells.
Yeah, I'll do a weapon attack. I'll move around Bree.
Okay.
Over.
Flipping you up to right
And
there.
not in front. I'll be because she's got her bow and arrow. So I'll move like to the.
She does not. She has a sickle and a dagger.
No. I'm talking about Bree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna step out of her way off to the side, and I'll attack with my dagger.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let's attack with the sickle.
Okay. So that'll hit for 2 points of damage.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, let me get that Witch Bolt off you. C-Spawn 2 attacks Odes. Nat 1s if you want to use your reaction to take an attack against him, Odes.
Sure.
That'll hit. 10 points of damage. And he is going to miss. But what you'd see is like his little flipper gills on the side of his face kind of launch towards you, like flip towards you, and little poison quills shoot out of it. But you're able to like duck your head and they fly by your face and miss you.
He looks back and says, "Clever girl."
Barrick, you're up.
I will. I'll keep at it.
Okay.
We're gonna. I don't know. Seeing that number 3 down there is being surrounded. I'll turn around and help Otis this time.
Right. The 18 will hit. 5 points of damage.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna hang out there.
What type of damage was that?
Lightning.
Okay. Oh, it says it right there.
Yeah, I have the choice of whatever
Yeah.
type of damage I want, but
All
I'm
right.
prone to lightning.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right, Bree.
The same.
Still targeted.
Lombo-y.
That'll hit. That'll kill it.
Yay! Took long enough.
Just needed your phone back, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's all.
All right. Brings it to my turn. I am 5, 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20. 30 up to here. Does that give me advantage for flanking?
Our flank man ain't here. What
Oh.
you doing?
I'm asking you, Mike. You're our honorary.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. That is gonna hit. Just keep it regular. For
Unless
now.
it's got 2 heads and 4 arms or some shit. But
Some centipede looking at.
I was going for like a Sheba vibe with the Jinn, okay? And I think it worked. Yeah, it's a Hindu goddess with 6 arms.
Yeah, I know what a Shiva is, but
Okay.
it doesn't look like a Shiva.
That ends my turn. Odes, you're up. Yes, you get advantage for flanking.
Okay.
That hits. 8 points of damage.
That's all I got.
All right, Kosa and Morticia.
Nothing for Kosa, and I don't really know if there's anything I can do aside from. Oh, I can. I'll cast Toll of the Dead.
Here you go. Drop that save on it. And he succeeds. So unfortunately, nothing happens.
All right, that's my turn.
That DC seems really low. Hold on.
What is it? No, it's low when she starts out.
It's all right.
Okay.
it seems like the DC for Toll the Dead is always low, man.
Yeah,
But
it's...
when it hits, man, it does some fucking damage.
No, it just feels like with a 17 charisma, it should be higher, but it's not.
All right.
All right. Any movement or anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Brings us to the sea spawn. It's got an unarmed strike for Odes. Missing. And a tentacle unwraps from its back and lashes out at me. Also missing. Barrick.
Hey, let's keep going.
That's a crit.
That's a crit.
And that kills it. Coming out of initiative, Evelyn will step up to Odes. And you got a little scratch there. Thanks for helping me out earlier. And reach out and lay hands on you to fix up those little minor scratches you've got.
Otis will let out a chuckle and say thank you.
Well, you seem a lot more prepared for a situation like this than us. Kind of need you to
I'm
stay
gonna-
alive.
Walk by as they're interacting and go, man, get a room.
Huh, gay. Anybody doing anything else before you all continue?
These guys don't have anything on them.
No. These guys were like swamp people, essentially.
Okay.
All right. What are you looking for?
Well, I see, and my eyes could just deceive me. It could just be the map. But I see 2 tunnels currently.
So ignore this,
Okay.
and you would know that the other way is the way you need to go.
Okay. So ignore my perception check, other
Okay.
than for the purposes of listening, seeing if we're being followed, that kind of stuff.
Okay. You hear the rushing water up ahead and nothing else.
Okay.
Are we going same marching order as you guys continue?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Works for me.
We're going to use the same map. Because I said so. You guys continue down the path. The roar of water gets louder and louder, showing that you are approaching where you need to be. And as you come to a cave opening, come around a corner to a cave opening. Hold on. So you came around the corner this way. You will see bear with me, I'm modifying this map to suit my purposes so I don't have to do another one. The octopus man, standing between you and the underground river at the far end of the chamber. He goes, "You worms, you belong to us." Go ahead and give me one last initiative roll, everybody.
He think he's so slick.
I'm going to reply to that with
Go for it.
You didn't pay me enough.
Can I reply using a
Yeah.
cantrip?
So, the initiative roll is just to set the order of things. It doesn't necessarily mean you're in combat. As far
Gotcha.
as using a cantrip goes right now, as long as it's not an attack, I will allow it.
Okay. Otis is gonna step forward and look at him, and in a deep, kind of angry voice, but it's gonna be like that calm with like the dead eye stare, and he's gonna say, "Where is he?"
Is that all you say?
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and call this the first round of combat, just because of conversation.
He's not that much of a hide. Come on now.
So, top to bottom, real quick, we've all seen Odess step up and start conversing. Knowing that you're talking, Avalyn is going to move up right behind you and do nothing. Bree, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer.
Where do you want to move to?
Next to Otis.
Right there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna respond to that octopus. You don't owe me!
Okay.
We should call him Octopussy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I didn't want to say it out loud, but yeah, you don't owe me, octopussy!
All right, James Bond.
Barrick, anything from you?
Yeah, I'll step up behind Avalyn and just put my arm on his shoulder.
Okay. For the record, on this map, everything before the little squiggly lines at the far end is ground. So this isn't water, and this isn't water. It's all ground, just because I didn't want to pull up a new map. All right. Well, that will bring us to the Simic Lord. He goes, I don't know who you're talking about. All I know is you're not in your cage. If you'd care a quick response, Brad.
Yeah. Can I use a cantrip that's a non-attack cantrip?
Yeah.
Where's it at? There we go. Otis's voice is going to boom really, really loud. Well, louder than he normally talks.
Okay.
And he's going to say, "Where is my father?"
I was wondering why you looked so alike. That swiveling worm will get what's coming to him as soon as I'm through with you. Morticia, what are you doing?
Well,
Put
no
you
one's
on the spot,
attacked.
go.
Well, no one's attacked yet.
Hey, it's D&D, you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I don't have any more spell slots left.
You got cantrips. You can throw a dagger.
True, that's... Well, no, there's a lot of people in my way. Let's not.
You also got a little sneaky sneak dude.
You read through all of his abilities, right? His traits?
Not fully, no.
You probably should, because he has a very unique one.
Can I,
You want me to just
get
tell
his-
you, or do you want to keep it
Yeah,
a
go
secret?
for it. Yeah, only because I can't find his
Okay.
thing anymore.
So the big things is he gets a +6 to stealth and sleight of hand checks. He gets so he's got helpful companion, which gives him advantage on sleight of hand checks, and he can use the help action as a bonus action. So if somebody's like trying to pull a lever or something as a bonus action, he can go and help. He's got quick reflexes. So for your character or any of our characters, it takes an action to use dodge for us. And then once that dodge has been applied, it goes away. So we can only avoid one attack with that. For him, he can take a reaction every single creature's turn to take the dodge action. So anytime something attacks him, he can dodge and take, I think it's half damage is how it works instead of the full damage. He also has a cling to surfaces ability, which allows him to move across walls and ceilings as if under the effects of a spider climb spell. So he's basically a spider hand. And he can manipulate objects as if he were a small creature, including opening doors, picking locks, and wielding tiny items. However, he cannot make attacks. He can also dash as a bonus action. And then you're aware of his distracting skitter action, which is, that's his attack, quote unquote, but it doesn't do damage. It just gives him disadvantage on the next saving throw or attack that he makes.
Okay, let's use this spider skittering action and have him crawl stealthily on the ceiling until he's above the Simic Lord.
Okay. So he has 20 feet of movement, both while climbing and normal, but he can dash as a bonus action to make it 40. The ceiling in the chamber is 30 feet high. The ceiling in the tunnel is 15 feet high. So if you went a full 40 from where you are with him, he could go 5. Right there. So he'd be like right above the doorway on the wall. And then I just need a stealth check from him.
Okay. Does he have that himself, or do I just roll a
Oh,
Roll it.
So-
Okay.
I'll do it for now. On his NPC sheet, underneath all of his stats, you'll see a skills section, and it'll say stealth +6. You literally just double click that, and it rolls it. But he rolled a 25 on stealth.
Okay, perfect. Cool. So that's what he's gonna do.
Okay. And then it's still your turn if there's anything you want to do.
I'm gonna try casting. Oh shit! What am I doing? I meant to look what that does.
So prestidigitation is more of a sensory cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
You can like alter the color of things, snuff out candles, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Create puffs of winds or shower sparks. It's more sensory than effective, depending on how you use it, of course.
Well, screw it. I'm just gonna cast Toll of the Dead. It's the only one I feel comfortable with right now.
Fuck it, drop the save on him. You'll see him grimace and... Alright. Here we go. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it. I'm good.
Alright.
Thank you.
With it being my turn and hearing him say, alright, here we go, I am going to... chuck one of my hand axes at him. Missing, of course. And then moving off to the side a little bit. And Bree, you're up.
I'm gonna use my crossbow at it. I'm tired of his talking. Like, shut up.
Alright, I got him targeted for you.
Done with the bullshit.
That'll hit. Actually, I think that crits for you, doesn't it? No, not yet.
No, not yet. Oh, look, he's a little hurt.
Alright, 10 points of damage there. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, shut up already.
Alright. Barrick.
Mikey might be muted, buddy.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just...
yeah, I always.
I was waiting to see if your mouth was moving or not before I said anything.
Alright, so, yeah, sounds like we're getting into a fight here. So, I'll step up next to Otis. And, I will shoot my witch bolt. And miss.
That is going to
apparently.
miss. However, you still get the connection and can do the bonus action 1d8 on subsequent turns.
Is that how it works?
Yep, so put the effect on yourself for the concentration. You don't get the initial 2d12, but you'll get the subsequent 1d12. And I think you have to wait till your next turn to do the first one. Yep, on each of your subsequent turns. So, starting next turn, you can hit him with bonus action.
Okay.
Alright, anything else for your turn?
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, no.
Alright.
There was. I forgot. I have initiate sorcery. Initiate sorcery. I meant to use that too, but that's okay. I forgot.
Well, these are new characters, so I'll let you wreck on it. If you want to give your... I'm
Okay.
guessing you want to give yourself advantage.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Okay. So, yeah, just roll regular one more time, see if you hit.
Okay. Because I haven't got a chance to test it out yet.
And you crit.
Of course I would.
So hit him with that 2d12. Well, 4d12.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it normal, but it should automatically go to 4. It did?
25 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm not used to that initiate sorcery. That's new.
Everything is new, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's it for you
Thanks. Yeah.
then. Make sure you take that effect off yourself. And Odess, you're up.
Which effect?
The initiate
initiate.
sorcery. Unless it stays there, I didn't really.
Let me see.
Read it.
As a bonus action, you can unleash this for 1 minute.
Okay, so yeah, it stays then.
Otis is going to come up and make a non-lethal attack with his trident.
Okay. He's gonna miss.
And then he's gonna yell out to the rest of the crew, "I need him alive!"
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
That brings us to his turn, and coding's being retarded, so I have to do it manually. Does a 20 hit you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Uh,
I think it does.
yeah, 20's gonna hit me.
Okay.
I'm immune to crits.
That's not a crit. It's a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to take 15 points of damage. As his big crab claw arm comes out, grabs onto your shoulder, crunches down on it, and then releases. Morticia, you and Kosa.
Yes, I'm going to. Oh, weird. Is it dragging? What? I'm gonna move over here.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead again.
Okay. He fails. He has been damaged, so you're going to roll the d12. That's the way Toll the Dead works. If they have taken damage, you use the bigger hit damage die. If they haven't taken damage, you use the smaller one. Full 12 points of damage. Look at you. Fucking killing it.
Do it. Do it.
Death is my specialty.
You've had
Okay.
2 crits and I think 4 max damages tonight. So, hell yeah.
Yeah, and then for Kosa, can't attack, but it can't, or can it not even get an action?
So he cannot use his action. So he can't use his distracting skitter because you
But he
have to
can
use
move.
your action to tell him to do that. But he can still move.
Cool. So I'm gonna have Kosa move up, still on the ceiling,
Mhm.
and right behind the Simic Lord.
30, so you go 5, 10, 15. I'm guessing you'd want him like right above him.
Kind of above, but also still kind of behind. I haven't decided if I want him to drop down on his face and get all weird with his squiggly beard, or
Okay.
or drop down behind him to do the
Okay.
distracting skitter.
Well,
So I'll wait till next turn.
he's up on the ceiling right now.
Okay, cool. Cool. And that's my turn.
All right. Brings it to me. I'm going to move Kosa just a little bit there because Avalyn is going to run in and try to do a power slide. Swipe. And miss. He's going to yell out, fuck, as this Simic dude just like picks up a foot and avoids the way. Bree, you're up.
Let's go. Lumbowie.
That misses.
Oh,
Anything else for your turn?
can I do the thing where I can roll again?
You are a human. You woke up with inspiration today. So you can burn your inspiration to redo that attack.
Just for being a human?
Yep.
This is great.
Every time humans in the new handbook take a long rest, they get a DM inspiration point. And you hit.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Look
I
at
won't
that.
lie, the new handbook's actually a lot of fun.
It is.
Okay.
You- I've made like 20 or 30 different builds, and every one I make is fucking amazing, and it's not even anything tricky. It's just the right combination of class and race.
Yeah.
Roll a d8 in the chat box. See if you roll an 8. Get that extra point of
Background
damage.
helps a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah, the right background makes a difference. Okay, so you stuck with 10 points of damage. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. Thank you for reminding me of that, because I have one too that I could have used last round. Barrick, you're up.
Okay, so let's start with my bonus action.
Okay.
Now that's just 1d8 after that, or do I actually have to hit him in it?
It just does the 1d12 damage to him.
Yeah, automatically. There it is.
Yeah, automatically.
Okay, so he's getting 1d12 worth of damage. So I picture myself standing there, and I got my like left hand up, and there's just a big arc of lightning, like shooting over Otis, holding on to Pussy Galore there, or whatever his name was.
Did you just say pussy galore?
Yeah, I remember there was a
Octopussy.
007 octopus. Oh, I remember 007 reference. I remember that much. And then, while right after I kind of surge that bolt, I'm gonna underhand with my right hand with a sorcery burst.
Okay.
And still miss. But fuck, I tried.
Why was that at advantage?
Because of my
Oh,
sorcery,
Yep.
initiate sorcery.
Yep,
It's
yep,
a
yep.
sorcery spell, so it.
nope,
Yeah.
I forgot about it, that's all.
Yeah,
All right.
but looks like I still missed with a 16. Shit,
You
that
did.
sucks.
Anything else?
I'm gonna go fuck.
You would note in this situation, it's not that you missed, it's that he has pieces of keratin armor for skin, essentially, and your spell bounced off of one of the chest pieces.
Well, damn.
Odes.
Damn it, I just had something.
Was it these nuts?
Unless it's those nuts I just ate.
Huh, gay.
Of course, them shit. I have one too. Damn it.
How's that go? I ate them nuts. No homo.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, here we go. So Otis is going to yell out, by Trident and Tempest, you will tell me where he is. And he will throw out an attack.
Okay. He will hit.
Please don't kill him, because I did not specify something. But yes.
6 points of damage.
And that is the end of my turn.
Alright. He is going to reach out with that claw at you again, Odes, and I don't think an 8 is going to hit.
No.
Morticia and Kosa.
I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead again.
Okay.
What is? Before we do that. Oh, it's heavy damage. It probably won't succeed.
You can always clarify non-lethal, even with
Okay,
spells.
cool. non-lethal Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
Above table, I thought spells couldn't be non-lethal. I thought
I'm-
they could only be lethal.
I'm not playing that game.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Now, if it's something like Firestorm, where you're erupting the world into fiery hell, you can't say non-lethal. But I feel like
Yeah.
with a cantrip, it's small enough and controlled enough that fine.
Well, we don't have Miss Holly, so I don't think we're gonna be burning down the world.
But with an 18, he is going to succeed his saving throw.
Mhm.
So nothing there. Is Kosa doing anything? Or are you doing anything movement bonus action related?
I think Kosa's gonna drop on top of his face.
Okay.
'Cause I just used an attack, so
Yeah, so it's not going to be distracting this round because you have to use Morticia's action for the distracting skitter. So those effects won't apply. But he can definitely drop like onto his shoulder and be ready for it.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
a moving hand dropping on your shoulder should have some kind of strange effect on you. Like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, he's going to have a what the fuck moment, but he's not going to make the dex save to potentially have disadvantage on things. is
I
all
would
I'm
love it
saying.
if Kosa just dropped down, made a fist, and like John Cena hit his ass.
Maybe as Morticia levels up, we can implement something like that.
We
Like
can
a,
figure it out.
like a level 5 attack for Kosa or something.
Yeah, we could figure it out.
Yeah, something. Was that it for the two of you, Becca?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that is going to bring us back to me. And I am going to make that rapier attack. Hitting. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it as a hit. And I am going to go ahead and do a Wrathful Smite. So with that, he is going to take or make a wisdom saving throw, which he succeeds, so it doesn't matter. Bree, you're up.
Alrighty. Lomboy.
Miss.
I know.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, Barrick.
Okay. Bonus damage.
6 points.
Well, good
Uh,
lord, thank God you said it.
That is going to crit. 13 points of damage. He is looking rough.
Alright. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Otis.
I'm going to continue. And I'm going to make a less lethal attack, if possible.
Yep. That is a miss. You do have you do have a DM inspiration from months ago if you want to try to re-roll that.
I do. But I'm going to save it for now. Thank you, though.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the Simic Lord, who is going to spin around and attack Avalon with a 14 misses. Morticia and Kosa.
A distracting skitter.
Okay. So that's going to be Morticia's action.
Mhm.
And it's going to be a dex saving throw on the Simic Lord, which he succeeds. So nothing happens.
Oh, he couldn't get a disadvantage because he was surprised by a flying hand.
You know what? I'll give it
Jumping
to
on
you.
his shoulder.
I'll give it to you. And he fails. So
Perfect.
he will have disadvantage on his next attack roll before the end of his next turn.
Perfect. All right.
Beautiful.
That's fine. That's it.
Anything else for the two of you? So you'd all see Kosa land on the shoulder and then like skitter up on top of his head and down to his tentacle beard, and just like dead weight start pulling on the tentacles that are his beard, throwing him off a little bit. And if that's it for you, Becca, that brings it back to us, or
It
back
sure
to me.
is.
I'd yell, yank it harder.
And
Ooh, kinky.
non-lethally, hit. He is still up though, so Bree, you're up.
Non-lethal. I don't want to kill the guy. Just saying.
That hits. Beautiful. So you see Avalon like drop to a knee and Achilles both of his ankles, getting him to drop. And as he's now kneeling with Avalon standing behind him, holding on to the skirt of his shirt, an arrow flies and impales right into his chest. And he is, for all intents and purposes, done for, but not quite dead yet.
Cool.
Avalon will grab hold of him firmly and give a nod to Odess.
Is he conscious?
Yes.
Rodis is gonna walk up and he's gonna put his trident like under. I think this guy has a chin. It looks like a chin. Might be like a quad chin. But
Yeah, it's
hey.
kind of buried by the tentacles, but you'd like start to stick it in the tentacles until you feel a little bit of resistance and
boy.
hold it there.
Yeah, and he's gonna use it and lift his head up, and he's gonna look at him in a very calm manner. He's gonna say, "I asked you a question, and I expect you to answer. Where is he?"
I'm going to have you make an intimidation check with advantage. While you're doing that, Becca, what is Kosa doing?
Host has like gripped his squiggly beard really hard and like twisted it and yanked it.
Okay, so he's still
That's
hanging
like
on.
picking up on Odessa's threat.
Okay. Give me 1 second. He will kind of choke on the bits of purple blood he's coughing up. He's waiting for me. He knows what's coming to him.
What's coming to him?
I am.
Otis is gonna look at him kind of confused for a second. Above table, if I understand that right, he said he's waiting for him to come? Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. Where,
I'm going to step up this way. Mind you, I have not let go of that witch bolt, by the way.
Okay.
Did he answer your question? I look at Otis.
no.
Alright, so I am going to say something
Okay.
to the man that is on the other end of my witch bolt. And I'm going to say, I'm going to finish the job if you don't answer the question. Give the man his answers.
I already did. But if you want a more definitive one, I guess you'll just have to follow me and find out. And as he says that, his head like lifts off of his shoulders and 8 crab legs pop out from where his neck should be. Between the crab legs and the tentacles, he begins scurrying off. Odes and Avlin and Kosa, I guess. Hold off on Kosa. I gotta think of something. But Odes and Avlin, if you want to make dexterity checks, well, no. It'll be
On, because you don't throw up.
if you're trying to hit him, it'll be an attack roll, like an attack of opportunity. If you're trying to grapple and keep him from running, then it's going to be a grapple, so it's going to be a strength check.
I'm gonna say as soon as he goes to run, like that, Otis is going to use his trident and finish. We'll try to finish it at least.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Beautiful. So his head lifts off the shoulders, and as it does so, you just like push your hand down, tilting your trident up, and throw it up with all force. You now have the head skewered on your trident, as if on a pike.
I'm going to pull it down close to me, and I'm going to look at it, and if he has any dying breaths, which I doubt he does.
It was an instant kill.
Okay. Regardless, he's going to pull it down towards him, and he's going to say, "You should have answered my question." And then he's going to pull the head off of his trident and put it into his bag of holding.
Okay. Go ahead and add Simic Lord Head to your inventory.
I guess I let the witch bolt go now.
It automatically disconnected as soon as there was no life force to attach to.
Yeah.
So. And you guys are out of combat.
Yay!
What are you doing?
Getting out
Can
of
we
here.
go now?
Yeah. As soon as he puts it away, he would say, and here's Barrick, right?
Yep.
As soon as Barrick says that, Otis is going to say it this way, and nod to the direction that they need to go. Which is going to be into the water.
As we're walking, I'm gonna look at Otis and go, "That's pretty kinky, dude. Keeping head in your bag. Wow."
Got head on tap. Look at that. Avalon is going to walk up to the river and look at it and see how fast it's flowing and that it's an underground river. Are you sure, man? Like, this doesn't seem very safe. And I can't breathe underwater.
Look at Avalon and say, we're in an ocean world, dude. We're completely surrounded by water.
Well, yeah, normally I keep some potions of water breathing, when I plan on being around water, but Captain Reith said he was going to provide them for us, so I don't have any.
Well, I got a ball gag. That might help. I assume we were walking as we were So eventually we'd catch up to Evelyn. I'm gonna look down at the water and go, Otis, is our way out?
Yep. Yep,
And
it
jump.
is.
Just fucking swan dive into that some bitch.
Well, there's no
And just
fucking
go
way
with
I'm
her.
no fucking way I'm gonna be the pussy. And Evelyn swan dives in as well.
I'm so glad you did that because I had something coming too.
Bree's gonna go, jump, do like a little twirl in the air, and then just land beautifully. I made my own
I
executive
feel like that needs to be an
decision on that.
acrobatics check.
Yeah, I made my own executive decision on that one.
No, that works. It's for flavor.
I made my own executive decision on that one.
It's so wait, is the river the way out?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna suggest Kosa really like wraps itself in my hair to make sure it don't flow away too far.
Yeah, he like you feel him like slithering up the back of your head and then grabbing all of the hair from the back of your head, kind of like the grip, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You're up in the water already.
Yeah.
Do I see that happen?
Yeah, no, you totally do.
I will open my bag and offer Osa a spot that is safe if he's worried about falling off. Particularly my bag of holding.
Above table, would he be okay in the bag of holding?
Kosa does not require oxygen.
Okay.
So it's just
Kosa,
a matter.
if
It's
you
just a
wanna
matter
go,
of
you're
not
more than welcome
losing
to.
them.
You're a member of my family, and I'd rather you be safe.
He will loosen your grip, climb off to your shoulder, and then leap from your shoulder straight into the bag. And you'll just see a thumb stick out the top of the bag for a second and then disappear.
Thank you, Otis.
I will close up the bag and motion for Morticia to jump.
He's gonna just do a casual back dive off of it,
Okay.
like a corpse.
Seeing them all in there, I will jump in
Beautiful.
feet first and let my heavy ass sink down. And,
If you cannot breathe underwater, I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
This is a new experience for me. Oh no!
It's rough. That's you too.
I know.
Con save.
No.
Yeah.
No. I refuse. Well, I don't know. I refuse.
Seeing as nobody took a deep breath before they jumped in, and everybody just dived in, it is rough. The first minute or so, you really feel the strength of the river. It is flowing. You are getting thrashed and bashed against walls as you continue going. At a glance, as you're barreling down this underground river, you can see that it's not just one path. It branches off into multiple different directions. You're also able to see that you're not all on the same path. Some of you have split off into other directions. I need another con save from everybody as you continue to go and hold your breath.
I got something for this.
Okay?
So, it looks like we're going to be a little bit lengthy in this travel.
Potentially.
Okay. So I want to use my elementalism.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. I can beckon air, beckon earth, beckon fire, beckon water, but I'm more thinking about the sculpt element. You cause dirt, sand, fire, smoke, mist, or water that can fit any 1 foot cube to assume a crude shape.
Okay.
For 1 hour, I want to create a bubble around my head.
As much as I love the ingenuity, it does not let you shape air.
I'm not shaping the air. I'm splitting the water into a orb.
I'm only laughing because I know exactly what Mike is talking about right now.
I
And can
no,
just
I know exactly what
imagine
he's doing.
Jacob sighing on the other side right now.
But I have to say no, for the sole purpose of it lets you take the element and put it into a space. It specifically says create a crude shape, not take
You
it
cause
out.
dirt, sand, fire, smoke. Let's just skip straight to the water.
Mhm.
It can fit into one foot cube to assume a crude shape.
Yeah.
I want to shape the water into a bubble, an orb.
Yeah, but that's putting it into the bubble and having a sphere of water. That's what that spell allows you to do. It doesn't allow you to extrude the water out of that space.
I'm not asking to take it out of the space. I'm trying to move it around in the space so that it's up against the walls.
But it fills the space. That's what the spell does. Like you can't create an empty space within the shape. It fills the space of that shape.
Okay. Then I won't. It was worth a shot, though.
It was worth a shot. So go ahead and give me your con save there, Barrick. Beautiful. Morticia, familiar with death, you know that if it happens, it fucking happens, and you just go along for the ride, calm.
Absolutely. I'm like doing the vampire like feet first down this river, like arms crossed in peace.
Like a torpedo through the tunnels.
Yes.
Evelyn, Bree, and Barrick all struggling
God.
with the breaths, with the breathing, the lack of breathing as you continue to barrel through these tunnels. You've probably been flowing for a solid 3-4 minutes at this point. Everyone make one last con save. Beautiful. You all get launched out of the end of a tunnel and find yourself in open ocean. About 30 feet below the surface, you all begin swimming towards the surface quickly. You're not all right next to each other, but you all came out of a little pocket within visual range of each other, to include you, Odess. On your swim to the surface, Bree, you make one last mad dash, erupting into the surface, just as you feel you're about to lose consciousness.
No.
Morticia, holding on to the fact that death is your friend and you will welcome it with open arms, you glide effortlessly to the surface, erupting without a gasp as you were able to maintain your breath. Odess, you swimmy fuck, get to the surface, see Morticia and Bree, make a comment about that was fun. And a few seconds later, the bodies of Evelyn and Barrick float to the surface, backside up, just a few feet away from you. I'll leave it up to you guys. You want to stop there because it's 11:05, or do you want to take a minute to do something, and then I'll wrap it up narratively?
The ones alive want to try something.
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm game for sticking around.
I mean, if you want mouth to mouth, all you gotta do is ask.
Oh yeah, buddy. Come on, bring it.
Well, it is
You ain't talking to
11:05.
Taddy. You ain't talking to Taddy here. Barrick's a whole new monster, buddy.
It is 11:05, so whatever we're gonna do, let's do it quick, because I know people got work tomorrow and shit.
I'm okay with doing something real quick.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Like,
Yeah.
are you good with
Yeah.
that?
Let's go.
But-
Let's go.
The three of you are alive, so between Pam, Becca, and Brad,
Yeah.
Who's closest to me?
they're both equidistant. They're about 5-10 feet away from you.
Okay, odds are evens, Jacob.
Evens.
Alright, I'm going for Barrett.
Okay.
I look at Bree, nod to her, and we swim towards Evelyn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Avalon first. What are you two doing as you get to him?
Flip him over.
Mm-hmm.
You flip him over. He is seemingly unconscious. Make medicine check. See if you can determine what his actual state is. Bree, you're full on panic mode.
Yeah.
Morticia, you don't know.
I'm not familiar. I'm more familiar with death, and I'm gonna smack the shit, like slap him.
There's no response to the slap.
I'm gonna say to Morticia, let's just try to get him like off the water, and then we can keep slapping him.
You
We're
quickly
in open ocean.
you quickly look around. You can see the mountain peak of Haven in the distance, but it's probably a good hour
Oh God.
of swimming to get to it. Odess, what are you doing with Barrick?
Well, first I'm gonna give him a medicine check. Real
Yep.
quick.
To determine his status. He is dead.
Like dead?
Like, not unconscious, he is dead.
I know.
And I know that for a fact.
With a 14, as far as you can tell, yeah.
Okay. He's not breathing, right?
That would be implicative of being dead, yes.
Okay. I am, since we're in the water, we're just underwater for a hot minute, am going to... Barrick, are you wearing any armor?
No.
No?
No. Just my.
I'm going to take my fist, find where his sternum diaphragm would be, and I'm going to punch it and try to drive whatever air or oxygen or water was in his lungs out.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay. Now you want to do this to me, Dice?
It's hard to get leverage on the water. So you bring your fist up and try to do like a hammer fist, but the resistance of the water slows you down. You don't get a very good impact. Let's jump back over to the girls. What are you two doing?
I'm gonna keep slapping him.
Okay.
Do I notice Otis like try and like hit his chest?
Yes.
I mimic that.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Oh great.
It goes about as well as Morticia would expect, being a frail individual.
Can I try?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Oh boy. No, great.
Not getting any luck with force out here on the water.
We're just like,
Okay, jump back over to Odess. What are you doing?
I'm casting Enhance ability on myself
Okay.
for strength.
Okay.
Let me make sure that was level 2. And then I'm going to do it again.
All right.
Except for this time, like, I'm not, like, holding him, like, okay, so if he's floating, I'm going to grab him and actually, like, a push motion
Okay.
as I punch him in the diaphragm.
Yeah, you've already got advantage, so.
You want strength, right?
Yep. You wail down on his chest. In doing so, you hear the snapping of his ribs under your hammer fist. Clearly, you've broken something. But simultaneously, the water that was in his lungs, or at least some of it, spews out.
Is he coughing at all?
Nope.
I do it again.
Okay, roll again. Coming down this time, having previously fractured ribs in his chest, you feel them snap and buckle under the hit, even though it was a glancing blow. There's no more extrusion from his mouth this time.
All right, buddy, you're going to get what you want. Mouth to mouth,
Finger in my
blow as much
bum?
air as I can in there.
Okay. You start blowing air into his lungs. Girls, what are you doing?
Gonna try. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna hit his chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the chest too. Just keep pumping him and pumping him.
I will say you can either both roll regular, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Bree, I'm guessing your strength's probably better than mine.
Ay, the pressure, the pressure. Okay.
So I say
It's
you roll with advantage.
Slightly better than yours.
Okay. Let's try this shit.
But like -1.
God.
Nothing.
Oh god.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do?
Do I know if he's even breathing or
He is not.
not at all?
You're still with the girls, right?
I'm going to open it up because we're going to let this run for about 3 more minutes before I shut it down.
Okay. With the air back in Barrick's lungs, I'm going to do it one more time. And hopefully, let me see if I have something here.
He got the water out. He blew air in, and there's no effect.
Well, I got some water out.
Well, you don't know if you got all the water out. You can't see in
Yeah.
his lungs, but you got at least some of it out.
What I'm hoping to do is reinflate the lungs as best I can and hopefully force whatever shit's in there out. But I want to check one last thing.
You're a healer. You can't heal?
I mean, I can, but according to him, you're dead. But for shits and giggles, I'll give him a cure wounds and see what happens.
You feel your divine energy flow from you into Barrick's body. There's no effect.
All right.
Mark your spell slot,
so-
though.
That was level 1. So then I continue on with my other plan, and as I hit him, I'm going to give him a little jolt
Okay.
at the same time with the Strike of Giants.
Okay. So you're kind of doing the Thor hammer tap from Avengers Endgame?
Yes, if I recall it correctly. Basically, I'm hoping because it does lightning damage that's going to equate to basically
A
an
defibrillator.
AED at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Make a medicine check with advantage. Girls, you doing anything?
CPR.
Make a medicine check.
That was super quick, too. She said, "I'm not fucking wasting any time."
Oh, fuck.
Nope. CPR is having no effect.
I guess I'll try and do CPR. Do I have to do a medicine check for that?
Yep.
This is so not my specialty.
Two girls performing CPR. You see some water gushing out of Avalyn's mouth. He doesn't come back to consciousness. He doesn't start breathing again. You glance over and you see Odess come down with his trident, just tapping Barrick's chest. And as it taps, you see a spark of lightning come off the tip. And Barrick, my fucking chest!
So stabby in the chest.
Well, he just defibbed him. So Avengers Endgame.
It wasn't the trident, it was the electricity.
Avengers Endgame. Thor uses his hammer when Tony's
No, I
having
understand that, but I'm thinking
thing.
if you're not waking up by slapping and normal reasons that things people will do, maybe stabbing you a little bit will bring you back to life.
Okay. Where do you want to stab me? Where do you want to stab me?
Wait, what?
Now let it happen.
Above table, I would say no, but Morticia is gonna get a little bit in her eye and say
I
yes.
mean, worst case scenario, he's fucking dead anyway. He might as fucking well. Let's try to get him alive if we can. He's already kind of dead. I'm gonna stab you right, like, between your heart, like, right in the middle of your
How
chest.
deep are you stabbing?
No, not that much. Just
So you're
a
just
little
poking.
bit.
You're
Yeah, I'm
trying to get
poking
pain
you a little-
response.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no effect. I now have a slight, shallow stab wound in my chest.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm not trying to, like, kill the guy.
It having been a few minutes since Avalyn and Barrick's bodies surfaced, Barrick, having been brought back, will have 3 levels of exhaustion until his ribs heal. Which, for narrative's sake, your cure wounds will not heal Odess. And Avalyn's body floating there, you all decide that with a long swim ahead of you, there's nothing more you can do out here.
No.
You begin the long swim back to Haven, dragging Avalyn's body with you. And that will end our session for the night.
That is so sad.
You may level up your characters to level 2.
We'll do it next
Ooh,
time.
level 7, got it.
No, you don't get to level up, Brad. You know better. That was nothing for you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You started narrating, and I was like, "Damn it!" Because I was literally going to turn and look at the girls and see what they were doing, and I was gonna zap your ass too. But
I know, but we went 20 minutes over, so I needed to wrap it up. So.
It says I'm unable to open class records not loaded for
yeah,
Warlock.
I don't think any of the stuff's loaded right now.
Yeah, it's probably a module thing.
I'll do it tomorrow.
So.
Because I noticed the spells weren't loaded.
All right, don't worry about it tonight. I'll remember you're all supposed to be level 2. We'll get it knocked out in the future. So. Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for coming to watch the stream. Make sure you tune in Friday for Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon and get back here next Sunday as we continue the main group's dive into the prison depths. We'll see you all then.